My friends, many people with diabetes make their biggest mistakes in the evening, at dinner. I see this every day in my practice and I truly worry about you. That is why I recorded this video. In it, I will explain which dinners are the most dangerous for people with diabetes and how to replace them so that your blood sugar remains stable. Why is this important? In the evening, our metabolism slows down, insulin sensitivity decreases, and foods that may be tolerated better during the day can cause sharp blood sugar spikes and overload the liver at night. According to the American Diabetes Association, 2022, evening meals high in fast-digesting carbohydrates are one of the leading causes of nighttime hyperglycemia and elevated fasting glucose in the morning. Now I show for you top 10 dangerous dinners. Our first dinner, pizza. In the evening, it may feel safe to have a slice of pizza, but the price is a blood sugar spike that lasts all night. In 100 grams of pizza, there are about 30 grams of carbohydrates and 12 grams of fat. A typical dinner portion is 2 to 3 slices, which means 60 and 90 grams of carbohydrates. In a study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology in 2022, with more than 5,000 patients with diabetes, regular consumption of pizza was associated with a 20% higher risk of cardiovascular complications. Danger: refined starch in the crust plus saturated fats. Replacement: vegetable and chicken casserole or keto pizza made with almond flour. Our second dinner, mashed potatoes with meat. Potatoes in the evening are one of the trickiest foods. In 100 grams of mashed potatoes, there are 16 to 18 grams of carbohydrates. A typical plate contains 250 grams, which means 35 to 40 grams of fast-digesting carbohydrates. In a study published in Diabetes Care in 2020, with 4,500 patients, potato-based dinners increased nighttime glucose spikes by 25%. Danger: fast-digesting starch, especially in the evening. Replacement: steamed or roasted vegetables such as cauliflower or broccoli with meat or fish. Our third dinner, fried rice. In 100 grams of fried white rice, there are about 28 grams of carbohydrates. A restaurant portion is usually 200 to 300 grams, which means up to 80 grams of carbohydrates. According to Mayo Clinic 2021, regular white rice consumption increases the risk of diabetes by 11%. Danger: white rice in the evening equals sharp spikes in blood sugar. Replacement: cauliflower rice with chicken. Our fourth dinner, pasta with sauce. In 100 grams of pasta, there are 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. A plate is usually 250 grams, which means 75 grams of carbohydrates. In a BMJ 2020 study with 4,000 participants, dinners with white flour pasta increased HbA1c by 0.4% within 3 months. Danger: slow but persistent elevated glucose all night. Replacement: zucchini noodles or shirataki pasta with a meat sauce. Our fifth dinner, white bread with sausage. In 100 grams of white bread, there are about 50 grams of carbohydrates. 2 slices plus sausage equals about 40 grams of carbohydrates and hidden sugars from processed meat. According to Harvard Health 2020, white bread raises blood glucose nearly as much as pure sugar. Danger: double hit, fast starch and preservatives. Replacement: small portion of keto bread with chicken breast. Our sixth dinner, sushi and rolls. A set of 6 to 8 rolls contains around 60 grams of carbohydrates because the rice is sweetened and prepared with vinegar. The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology 2019 showed that dinners high in white rice increase the risk of diabetes complications by 18%. Danger: white rice and added sugar. Replacement: rolls without rice with cucumber and fish. Our seventh dinner, fried fish with bread. Frying adds trans fats and extra calories. In 100 grams of fried fish, there are about 15 grams of fat. With bread, it is a double burden on the vessels and metabolism. Danger: combination of fats and fast-digesting carbs in the evening. Replacement: baked fish with vegetables. Our eighth dinner, fast food, burgers, shawarma. One portion contains more than 70-80 grams of carbohydrates and up to 30 grams of fat. According to Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine 2021, regular dinners with fast food increase the risk of diabetes progression by 27%. Danger: glucose spikes and fatty liver disease. Replacement: homemade chicken with vegetables. Our ninth dinner, sweet pastries with tea muffins, buns, pies. Each serving contains 30-40 grams of carbohydrates, half of which are sugar. The World Health Organization 2020 identified sweet pastries as one of the top sources of added sugars worldwide. Danger: direct sugar hit in the evening. Replacement: unsweetened cottage cheese with chia seeds. Our 10th dinner: fruits and juice. It seems healthy to eat fruits in the evening, but one apple contains about 20 grams of carbohydrates, and one glass of juice contains 25 grams of sugar. Diabetes Care, 2019, showed that evening fructose intake increases nighttime glucose spikes and raises the risk of fatty liver. Danger: fructose at night equals fat in the liver. Replacement: cucumbers, leafy greens, avocado. My friends, now you know which dinners are the most dangerous for people with diabetes, but the most important part is that you now know how to replace them. If you eat dinner correctly, your blood sugar will remain stable overnight, and in the morning you will wake up with more energy and normal glucose levels. I sincerely believe that with the right diet, correction of deficiencies, and regular physical activity, you can control diabetes and even reach remission. And what do you usually eat for dinner? Write it in the comments and I will review your meals in the next videos.